Growing up as a teenager, the biggest insecurity that I had was my looks. Because imagine this, when I looked in the mirror every single day, I saw this face looking back at me. And it was obese, it had bad skin, it was poorly groomed, it had this patchy beard, it had terrible skin, it had glasses that didn't suit me. And I'd see that every single day. And of course when I saw that, I wasn't going to feel good about myself. I wanted to be something better, but at the same time, even though I knew that I could do things to change it, I never did. I kept contributing to that. I kept seeing myself, feeling so insecure about my looks, and I really did not like how I was living at that point in time. And I was able to improve things, I was able to lose a lot of the weight, I was able to start taking care of myself more, but it still remained a big insecurity of mine. And this video is not to contribute to that insecurity, because I know how it feels. I lived with that for years, and I know how horrible it can be to always see yourself and just be disgusted by what you see. And it's not to contribute to that. It's to show you that the solution is quite simple and to help you navigate all of this, because Looksmaxing, it used to be a lot more underground. It used to be only in the cell communities. It used to be with the black pill communities. All of these weird guys talking about how if you're not a 5 out of 10 or above, it's over. If you don't have positive canthal tilt and the perfect gonial angle and the perfect mouth to nose ratio, and you've not been mewing for 5 years, then it's over and you're doomed. And you'll never have success in dating or in life or anything. It was only these guys to start off with. Then it started to enter a lot more of these self-improvement spaces. But now it's kind of mainstream, right? Looksmaxing, a lot of these things, a lot of the stuff that's been talked about has become mainstream. You've got people like Moist Critical, Charlie, he's been talking about it. You have so many memes about mewing and stuff like that. So now this is something that is quite mainstream. It's something that a lot of people have been talking about. And it's useful to know how to navigate all of this, because when it comes to things online, it can be quite problematic. So I want to tell you the solution of how you can navigate all of this. Now you see, my name is Paras. I've made an incredible transformation in my mind and body in the last few years. I save young men from making the same mistakes that I have. If that's something that you want to be part of, there's 2 things that you can do, bro. The first one is to subscribe to this channel so that you can be part of this movement. And the second thing, if you're truly serious about improving yourself and truly want to leave everyone in the dust and make incredible progress, my mentorship is the top link in the description. It's an absolute steal, even when it's not at a discount. Nowhere else do you get all of these things for one-on-one access at this price, even when it's not at a discount. But right now it's got an early bird discount, bro. There's less than 10 spaces left. You take this price right now, you're locked in at that price forever. It will never be available again after those places are taken up. So snatch them up, bro. Take advantage of the opportunity. And I can't wait to work with you. Now, with that said, the solution, the way to Looksmax, is very simple, and it is just being healthy. Because if you break down what looks are and why they're attractive, why they're desirable, it's for 2 reasons. The first is because it can show good genetics, and obviously that's going to be useful for having children in the future. It might be unfortunate, it might sound kind of horrible that we think these kinds of ways, but it's just how nature works, unfortunately. But the second thing that looks can show is good health. Because if you think about the people who look good, they're normally quite lean, they're normally quite well groomed, they take care of themselves. They have a hairstyle that supports them. They normally have pretty straight white teeth. They normally have good skin. All of these things are indicators of health. And for 90% of people, their looks potential is actually pretty damn good, bro. If you optimize your health, not only will you look a lot better, you will feel a lot better. You'll see what that potential is. And even if you're in that 10%, or it might even be less, right, of people who have more unfortunate genetics, at the same time, you'll still feel better. You'll still be healthier, which is incredibly important. You'll still see what your potential is. And even though looks are incredibly important to get you through the door when it comes to attraction and respect from people, there are other things that are involved. There are always things that you can do to improve those areas of life, even ignoring looks. You can't underestimate the importance of looks, but you can still do things. So whatever things might be, I think you should always strive for your potential and see what you can have. But for 90% of people, easily, you can look damn good. You can look so much better than you might imagine. And even right now, a lot of it's mental. You probably look a lot better than you think you do. So a lot of it does come down to health, the fundamentals, getting the sleep, having good diet, having enough water, doing the exercise, staying lean, not super lean, because if someone's super lean, if they're not in a healthy body fat range and stuff like that, then of course they might not actually look that healthy. And if they don't look that healthy, they might not actually look that good. But at the same time, you don't want to be overweight, and not only because of your looks, but for so many reasons. You can look into it, but if you have above like 20-25% body fat, when you get into those ranges of being overweight and especially obese, every single health metric crashes. The risk of like every single disease just goes up, it just skyrockets. So if you want to skyrocket your chance of disease, go and be obese, bro, because damn man, that is effective as anything. But if you want to feel better, if you want to be healthier, then stay lean, man. Your face starts looking a lot better, you get the jawline coming through, you get the hollower cheeks coming through. And I've been doing this, I've been on the cut recently, so I've been losing a bit of body fat. And I have been looking a lot better lately. This camera, it doesn't really do me justice. I look better in person at the moment, but believe me, I've been feeling a lot better lately. When it comes to your looks, a lot of the skin that you have, having clear skin, that comes down to your diet. Because if you think of acne, when you think of all of those spots and problems that we have with skincare, a lot of that comes down to some issues with our diet. Obviously, if you have like hygiene in check and stuff like that, it's some kind of inflammation that can be caused by multiple things. It can be caused by things like seed oils. It can be caused by things like dairy. It can be caused by quite a few things. But if you're able to see what's causing that inflammation, treat it like an organism that is a parasite on your face and you need to kill it. Well, if you see it that way and you see it being starved of nutrients, the nutrients that it wants anyway, the bad nutrients, the seed oil nutrients, the dairy nutrients, all of those things, the alcohol, right? If you starve it of the bad things, then it will go away and you will be able to clear up your skin a lot more. When it comes to feeling better, looking better, a lot of it is just taking care of yourself, finding a hairstyle that suits you, finding some kind of grooming that suits you. If you're able to grow a full beard, then having something that's a bit more of a hot, sort of a medium to high stubble can do really well. If you're not able to grow a full beard, then either you can try to grow one by using things like minoxidil, finasteride, microneedling, all of those kinds of things, or you can just go clean shaven. There are so many different paths. It's not only one way to make all of these things happen, but there are ways to unlock that potential. And when you take care of yourself, when you wash your face, when you have grooming, when you brush your teeth, when you do the flossing, when you do the exercise, when you keep your heart healthy, you go on runs, you go to the gym, you keep yourself feeling active and mobile, all these things, your health starts to skyrocket, the way that you feel starts to skyrocket, your mental health improves, and your looks improve. So Looksmaxing is really as simple as just being healthy. Improve your health, you'll look much better, you'll feel much better, and it's incredible what that can do. Lately, I've not been wearing my glasses outside. Now, I kind of have to accept being about 10% blind because of that, but I've tried wearing glasses and they just don't work for me. And looks-wise, I don't really see them being compatible with my face shape. I've tried them for a while, I've tried them for a long time, but glasses, generally speaking, they can look good on some people. Generally speaking, they will knock that looks down a bit because, again, the reason why not having glasses is generally more attractive is because it shows that health, that your eyes are healthy, that you're able to see properly, right? And of course, there are certain things that aren't in our control, but I've kind of accepted being 10% blind for those boosts in my looks and my confidence, and call it shallow or whatever you might want to call it, but I just feel so much better. And if I feel so much better and I'm more accepting of the consequences of that, then I think that's fine. I think that's all good. So, Looksmaxing is just being healthy, my bro. take on that message. Don't overcomplicate your mind with all of these other things. Don't get too obsessed about the gonial angle and the positive canthal tilt and all of these kinds of things. Just improve your health. That's all you need to do to navigate this whole space. I hope that you found this video valuable. And as always, remember bro, keep improving.